Good Saturday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this February the 22nd, 2014. Yesterday we had severe weather across eastern Carolina and had some internet issues as well, so we couldn't get the video going. But today, a lot calmer, and tomorrow, calm as well. And it looks like ahead we're talking about fairly tranquil weather, but there is going to be a couple of cold shots of air coming our way, and going to make it feel much colder than what we've got right now. So let's talk about that and look ahead towards the weather situation here across eastern Carolina over the next 7 days. Here's a look at some of the rain totals from yesterday. A quarter inch here in Greenville, just over that at Jacksonville, and just under that at Goldsboro. Record daily highest rainfall total at Hatteras, 0.72, just under 3/4 of an inch. Just under 2/10 at Kenansville as well as New Bern. So we did pick up some appreciable rainfall. And oddly enough, you know, when I showed this graphic last week, a lot of the area most of the area below normal. Now everybody running fairly well around where they should be, at least. Kinston running well above normal, about 112% above normal for the last 30 days. Same thing for Swan Quarter, 107%. Hatteras coming in 109% above normal as far as the rainfall is concerned. New Bern coming right at 99%, so good stuff there. So we are starting to see a little bit more in the way of precipitation funneling in, and that's actually helping us out in the long range. High pressure been in the control of the weather pattern today, and some high and mid-level clouds kind of streaming up from the west today. That's been allowing for us to see filtered sunshine, and then eventually for some of us seeing more sunshine than clouds through the rest of the afternoon. Overall, not too bad, but we're watching another frontal boundary that slides in here as we head towards Monday. Here's a look at the precision forecast model. Overnight tonight, upper 30s and low 40s. We'll go with mainly sunny skies. Tomorrow, upper 60s and low 70s tomorrow. Looks like it's going to be a good bet on that. Mostly sunny to partly sunny skies again. So a nice day setting up for us on Sunday. I don't think we've had a weekend here in probably the last 2 or 3 months where we haven't had something going on. So it's nice to actually see a very nice and tranquil weekend, and also above normal temperatures. Usually about this time of the year we're into the upper 50s for our highs. We're running about 10 to 12 degrees above that for temperatures going into tomorrow. So we'll take the warmer temperatures while we still can, because the cooler air is on the way. Overnight on Sunday, temperatures will fall back into the low and mid 40s with some clouds building in because of this system that's actually going to drag up a little bit of moisture. Don't think we're going to be able to squeeze out any showers with that. I think we're going to stay dry. I did make the mention for maybe a sprinkle or two underneath those clouds. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, though, on Monday. But then we clear on out, and it looks like Monday ends up being a nice day. We'll call it mostly sunny skies by the time that cloud coverage get out of here by the afternoon. Highs will be cooler, though, only into the mid-50s. And then we're going to watch another system coming up the pipeline as we go in towards Tuesday night and into Wednesday. That will bring a rain chance with that. And then another frontal boundary slides in here as we head towards, say, Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And that's going to bring in the colder air across eastern Carolina. You see that cold air mass is going to start to slide in here by the time we head towards the end of next week. So it's going to be one of those things where we're going to continually watch the cooler air kind of getting reinforced in here. Flipper system number 1 moves in here on Monday. The second one comes in here on Wednesday. That's actually going to drop our temperatures. But you see the core of the cold air stays up to the north, but we just kind of get little shots of it here in eastern Carolina through the latter half of the week. Hopefully by the time we head towards mid-month, things start to kind of modify out. But in the meantime, we're just going to be talking about these cooler temperatures. And some of the indications have us quite cold by the time we head into the end of the week. But just some inconsistencies with the modeling, not really picking up on the depth of the cold air. So we'll see how that plays out. Nice and tranquil for your Sunday. You see the flow pattern kind of mostly westerly. A little piece of energy tries to flow across the northern half of the area. That's actually what's going to spark off maybe those clouds in the afternoon hours, but no moisture really associated with it down to the surface. But that's really going to be our frontal boundary approaching us from the north. And that's actually going to help to bring down the 540 line. You see it here on a Sunday afternoon. That's going to drag it southward by the time we head into Monday afternoon. But at least things are going to be dry as we head through your Sunday, so we'll just call it mostly to partly sunny sky. Here we go on Monday, and the flow pattern still mainly west and northwest, and the main piece of energy stays well up to the north, but we're going to be watching this next little node coming down the pipeline as we head towards, say, Wednesday. That's going to be our second system. And like I said, you see the 540 line now kind of straddling the North Carolina-Virginia border, and it's going to try to come southward as we head into the overnight hours. And that's going to try to bring down the temperatures just a touch, but actually what's going to end up happening on Tuesday, we're going to actually come up just a little bit with our little system that's going to come out of the Gulf of Mexico. You can kind of see it kind of forming down here in the south. And that's going to kind of ride up like this and give us a little quick shot of rain showers on late Tuesday. On Monday, we're going to stay in the mid-50s, and as we head into Tuesday, like I said, the temperature's going to try to come up just a little bit. The little piece of energy is going to try to come up through the flow and move up towards the north. And like I said, it's kind of gathering down here in the Gulf of Mexico, and then it kind of gets pulled up towards the north. You see some light showers trying to sneak in here by the time we head into Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon. This is Tuesday evening, better rain chances as that little piece of energy kind of comes across. But it's out of here by the time we head into the afternoon hours of Wednesday. But the colder air comes rushing in behind that. Some cold air advection. You see the 540 line coming southward with that as well. And that's actually going to bring down the temperature. So likely on what's going to happen on Wednesday is that we're going to start off in the mid-50s, and then as the cold air advection takes hold behind this high pressure that's going to be building in, that's going to drop the temperatures and slam them down into the 40s by the time we head into the latter half of the day. But look how the upper air pattern comes in on Thursday. You see the ridge over here in the western half of the United States, and then you've got this cold trough diving down this colder air from Canada. It kind of locked up here, and it just kind of sends it southward as we head into Thursday, and that continues in Friday as well. But if you remember the last ENC Weather Update video, we were talking about this little piece of energy that was coming across the ridge and diving southward, and we're going to be watching that, but I think that that's going to stay mainly dry as we head into, that's not really going to affect us until we head into the weekend, and still looks like about to be Saturday or so. Thursday afternoon, like I said, the 540 line is going to try to retreat northward, but we'll get a reassuring shot of cooler air coming down on Friday rather. Highs on Thursday likely into the upper 40s, mostly sunny sky. And here's that energy coming across, and like I said, the flow pattern kind of brings it across like that, across the mid-Mississippi Valley and across the Gulf Coast states, and kind of will try to bring it up towards the north and east as that comes across the Florida Peninsula, and the main trough up to the north is going to lift off towards the north and east, but you see this little piece of energy up here to the north, that's going to try to dive southward, and that's going to bring in another reassuring shot of colder air as well. Friday, we'll call it partly cloudy and cooler, temperatures mid to upper 40s, maybe a slim chance for a shower late in the day, and you kind of see from that energy coming across the mid-Mississippi Valley, it's going to try to sneak in here by the time we head into Saturday. But overall, that's going to push up the colder air. But you see here on the GFS, this is Saturday afternoon, we'll have the wedge set up kind of going on here. You can kind of see how this is kind of wedging down as you've got low pressure here, high pressure up to the north, and low pressure developing down to the south, and it's kind of wedging down the cooler air in here on Saturday. And the modeling is just inconsistent on what actually happens underneath that. The temperatures look like they will stay above freezing on Saturday. I think we got it in the mid-40s right now. Some indications have it cooler than that. So there's some inconsistency in the modeling on timing, and it's just hard to pinpoint there. But there is going to be that piece of energy that's coming off of the Pacific coastline that will be affecting us by the time we head towards Saturday. And it kind of loses its characteristics. It kind of falls apart. But look what happens here. A little ridge pumping up here in the central United States. It's a little warmth trying to come back into the forecast. And to the end of the forecast period we go. And you see the warmer air trying to push back in here. Still wedge set up there. Maybe a couple of showers lingering into Sunday morning as that tries to erode away as the high pressure starts to kind of give way off towards the north, but overall we'd be looking a little bit warmer, but not by very much. And I also wanted to show this, we've been talking about this, this next cold shot of air for probably a week or so. And you see, this is the GEFS. This is the Global Ensemble Forecast System. This is basically 21 different models running at the same time, and this is the mean of the 850 millibar temperature anomaly. So basically, away from average, the anomalies of the average temperature between all of these models. You can kind of see, like right now, we're warm, and that's what we've been having. We've been having this warmer air here. But look what happens as we head towards Monday. There goes cold shot number 1, and then it kind of builds in here by the time we head towards, say, Thursday. This is Thursday morning, and the cold air really starts to pump in here. You see, this is departures of 12, 15 degrees below normal, below climatological normals. Some of this is about 22 degrees below normal right here into northern Wisconsin and northern portions of Minnesota. Here, we're running probably about 8 degrees below normal. Some areas a touch warmer down to the south, maybe 6, 7, 8 degrees below normal. But nonetheless, it's going to be much cooler than normal comparative to where we are normal. And it kind of stays around for a couple of days, even going into the first portion of the month. And then finally, we start to get that ridge in here that I was showing you as we head into the first portion of next week. So we do start to modify, but another cooler shot comes back into the forecast by the time we head into mid next week. And we'll try to modify a little bit, but right now it just kind of looks like out that far, we stay in a cooler pattern here across the eastern third of the United States. That's going to do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update. You can stay up to date with us, Facebook, Twitter, WNCT.com, and our brand new Storm Team 9 app in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Have a great rest of your evening, a great day tomorrow, and a great weather week ahead.